Buckle up, America. Trump's just dropped a geopolitical bombshell, and it's not what you think. Tariffs? Forget boring trade talk. He's secretly using them to pressure nations, kick China out of key ports, and secure billion-dollar wins for U.S. giants like Chevron and Elon Musk's Starlink. Leaked documents just exposed his master plan, and it's a total game-changer. Ready to have your mind flipped? Libo News is diving deep, tearing apart the headlines with a counterintuitive twist that'll keep you glued till the last second. Welcome to Libo News, where we don't just report, we rip the veil off the power plays shaping your world. Thanks to explosive government documents uncovered by the Washington Post, we know Trump's tariffs aren't just about fixing that $1.2 trillion trade deficit he loves to rant about. No chance, folks. He's wielding tariffs like Tony Stark's Iron Man suit, a high-tech tool to leverage countries into boosting U.S. security, buying American weapons, and rolling out the red carpet for corporate titans. Counter-thinking alert. Everyone's whining that tariffs jack up prices and tank the economy, but Trump's playing 4D chess, using trade as a battering ram to make America the global kingpin, outsmarting China at every turn. Why is this so addictive? Because he's hacking your brain's deepest instincts, and we're about to unpack how. Let's start with the big picture. Back in April, Trump paused his reciprocal tariffs to negotiate with 18 top trading partners. Sounds like a snooze fest, right? Wrong. The leaked docs reveal he's not just haggling over steel and soybeans. He's pressuring nations like South Korea, Israel, and Cambodia to bend the knee on national security. Take South Korea. Trump's team pushed Seoul to publicly back repositioning U.S. troops to not only deter North Korea, but also flex muscle against China. They demanded Korea ramp up defense spending to 3.8% of GDP, way up from 2.6%, and fork over more cash to bankroll 500 U.S. troops stationed there. Flip the script. Trade deals are supposed to be about dollars and cents, but Trump's rewriting the rules, turning tariffs into a psychological weapon. He's tapping into loss aversion, your brain's fear of losing big, to make allies comply. Why don't they fight back? Because they're terrified of Uncle Sam pulling troops or collapsing alliances, leaving them exposed to China's dragon. Now let's zoom into the anti-China playbook, because this is where Trump's inner Don Corleone shines. In Israel, he demanded they boot a Chinese company from Haifa port, where U.S. Navy ships dock. In Australia, he pushed for scrapping a Chinese lease on Darwin Port, home to 500 U.S. Marines. Cambodia? A 49% tariff threat to let U.S. Navy ships visit Ream Naval Base and block China's South China Sea ambitions. Here's the psychological hook. Trump's framing tariffs as a heroic crusade. America saving the world from China's sneaky takeover of global ports. This taps into confirmation bias. If you already distrust China, like 70% of Americans per Pew Research, Trump's move feels like a mic drop moment. But flip it. While you're cheering America first, he's quietly using trade talks as leverage, forcing smaller nations to pick sides in a Cold War 2.0. It's not chaos, it's calculated, and your brain loves the drama. But wait, it gets juicier. Trump's not just fighting for Uncle Sam. He's playing fairy godmother to U.S. corporations. In tiny Lesotho, hit with a 50% tariff threat, the U.S. demanded tax breaks for a renewable energy startup, One Power, and regulatory freebies for Starlink, even though Musk's crew got caught faking a local address. In Israel, Trump's team blocked any moves to make Chevron sell its stake in offshore gas fields. Counterintuitive twist. You might scream corporate greed, but Trump's framing it as patriotism, protecting American jobs, tech, and swagger. He's exploiting in-group bias, making you root for our team, U.S. companies, against foreign rivals. It's not just business, it's a psychological power move to keep America's economic engine roaring, ensuring giants like Chevron don't lose ground to Chinese or European players. Fast forward to the latest moves. Trump's threatening 50% tariffs on India to stop them buying Russian oil that's fueling Putin's war in Ukraine. And get this. State Department memos plotted using trade talks to kill a global deal on cutting ship emissions, calling it a carbon tax, and ordering partners to vote it down. He's even mixed tariffs with pure politics, like pressuring Colombia to take back migrants, or Brazil to drop charges against Bolsonaro. A State Department insider said it sent shockwaves through the system. This ain't your grandpa's trade policy. Trump's tapping into framing effect, making tariffs sound like a righteous sword for justice, not a tax hike. Your brain buys it because it's simple. They screw us, we screw them back. But dig deeper. He's not just winning deals. He's rewiring how you see power, making every tariff feel like a punch for the little guy. So why can't you stop watching? Trump's hacking your psychology. He's playing on loss aversion, the fear that America's losing its edge to China or globalists. He's stoking in-group, out-group bias, rallying you against unfair nations like China or Canada. And his madman strategy, acting unpredictable, like threatening 50% tariffs out of nowhere, keeps everyone guessing, from foreign leaders to you at home. The leaked docs prove he's not a loose cannon. He's a master manipulator, using tariffs to dominate the global stage like a reality TV boss. But here's the final twist. Will this genius gambit lock in America's supremacy, or will it backfire, pushing allies straight into China's arms? That's the cliffhanger, folks. What's your take? Will Trump's tariff empire save America, or spark a global backlash? Drop your hot takes in the comments. Smash that like button if your brain's buzzing. Share this with your squad, and subscribe to Libo News for more mind-bending breakdowns that flip everything you thought you knew. Stay sharp, America, and we'll catch you in the next one.